Hello everyone, welcome to the chemistry class. Today I am going to start the next colligative property, elevation in boiling point. In last video I completed colligative property like lowering of vapor pressure. Before starting the elevation of boiling point, I am going to discuss few facts regarding the boiling point and vapor pressure. When a liquid boils, then its vapor pressure is equal to the atmospheric pressure, that is 1 atm. Clear? Because the vapor pressure at different places is different. When we talk about the elevation of boiling point, whenever the non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent, then the vapor pressure of solution gets lowered. To make the vapor pressure is equal to the 1 atmospheric pressure, the solution is to be heated. The solution containing non-volatile solute whose boiling point is always higher than the boiling point of pure solvent. We can explain these facts regarding the graph. Here, this is the temperature axis, x-axis, while the vapor pressure is shown in a y-axis. Clear? And the vapor pressure up to the 1 atm. Clear? And this graph is shown by solvent, while this graph is shown by the solution. Clear? When we measure the temperature, then we have to draw the perpendicular to the y-axis. Clear? Let T1 is the temperature of solvent, while T2 is the temperature of solution. Clear? Now the difference between the temperature of solution and solvent, that is called delta TB, which is called elevation of boiling point. Means increase in the boiling point of solution is called elevation of boiling point. Means delta TB is equals to T2 minus T1. Clear? T2 is the boiling point of solution. That means we can write delta TB is the boiling point of solution, while delta T1 is the boiling point of pure solvent. Got it? Clear? And here the delta TB is the boiling elevation in boiling point. Elevation in the boiling point depends on the molality of solution. Molality of solution means delta TB is directly proportional to molality. Clear? M, where M is molality. Clear? And when the proportionality sign is eliminated, then one constant is introduced, that is called Kb into N. What is called Kb? Molal elevation constant. Molal elevation constant. With the help of this expression, we can calculate the molecular mass of solute. How? Delta TB is equals to Kb, and molality, weight of solute in gram upon molar mass of solute and weight of solvent in kg. Clear? By this expression we can get the molar mass is equals to Kb into weight of solute in gram upon delta TB into weight of solvent in kilogram. Clear? This is the formula by which we can get the molecular mass of solute. Here Kb is called molar elevation constant. It is also called ebullioscopy constant because the molar elevation constant is measured by the ebullioscopy devices. That's why Kb, it is also called ebullioscopy constant. When we discuss the unit of molar elevation constant, we know that delta TB equals to Kb into m. Kb is called molar elevation constant. It is also known as ebullioscopy constant. Means Kb is equals to delta Tb into m. Means when we talk about the unit degree Celsius and unit of molality means mole per kg. Clear? That means its unit is degree Celsius, mole inverse, kg. Got it? Kb is called molar elevation constant. Clear? Kb can be calculated by this expression as well. Kb is equals to R T square upon 1000 into LV, where R is called gas constant, clear? T, boiling point of solvent, LV, latent heat of vaporization. Clear? LV, latent heat of vaporization. Clear? The value of R depends on latent heat of vaporization. Got it? Clear? When the latent heat of vaporization LV is joule per gram, then the value of R is 8.314 BUs. When the latent heat of vaporization is taken in calorie per gram, then the value of R is approximate to calorie per Kelvin per mole. Clear? This is the very important facts, means unit conversion is also very important. Clear? When the latent heat of vaporization is taken in joule per gram, then we use the value of R 8.314. When we use the latent heat of vaporization in calorie per gram, then we use the value of RS approximate to calorie per Kelvin per mole. Clear? Now when we discuss about the molecular elevation constant and molar elevation constant, the relationship, listen, molecular elevation constant is equals to 10 times molar elevation constant. Molar elevation constant. For example, suppose that the molar elevation constant Kb for water is 0.52, then the molecular elevation constant is equals to 10 into 0.52, that is 5.2. 5.2 is the molecular elevation constant, while molar elevation constant is 0.52. Clear? This relationship is also very important to understand the colligative property. Now the next colligative property is depression and freezing point. First of all, I'm going to explain the depression and freezing point. Depression and freezing point means freezing point is a temperature at which the solid and liquid which exist together at equilibrium. When non-volatile solute is added to the pure solvent, then the temperature of solution, means the freezing temperature of solution, gets lowered than the freezing temperature of pure solvent. Clear? This graph is represented by the liquid solvent, and this is the frozen point, and this is the pure solution. Clear? Now from origin to the T1, this is the temperature of solvent, and from this point to this, that is the temperature of solution. Clear? Now The difference between the temperature of solvent and the solution is called depression and freezing point. Means delta TF is equals to T1 minus T2. Means delta TF is equals to freezing point of solvent minus freezing point of solution. Clear? Similarly, as elevation and boiling point, same depression and freezing point is also depends on molality of solution. Means delta TF is equals directly proportional to molality, where M is molality. Clear? When delta TF is equals to KF into M. Here KF is called molal freezing constant. Molal freezing constant. It is also known as cryoscopy constant. Clear? When we talk about the unit of KF, KF is equals to delta TF into M, means its unit as degree Celsius upon molal. Molal means the unit of molality, means mole per kg. Clear? It can be written as mole per kg. Got it? Now we can calculate the molecular mass of solvent by this expression as well. Then the delta TF is equals to KF, and the expression of molality is weight of solute in gram upon weight of solvent in kg and molar mass of solute. So the molar mass is equals to KF into weight of solute upon weight of solvent in kg into delta TF. Clear? Similarly, molecular mass is equals to Kf weight of solute upon weight of solvent. Here the weight of solute, which is expressed in gram. Clear? Weight of solvent in kg and delta TF. Clear? Similarly, the molecular freezing constant is equals to 10 times of molal freezing constant. Got it? Here the value of Kb can be calculated by RT square upon 1000 into LV. Here Kf, when we talk about the cryoscopy constant, it can be calculated by this expression. Kb is equals to RT square upon 1000 into L. L means latent heat of fusion, means F. Kf is equals to RT square upon 1000 into LF. Here R is gas constant, T boiling point of solvent. Clear? And LF is latent heat of fusion. Clear? This is a very important formula. We can use the relationship between Kf means molar freezing constant and latent heat of fusion. Now the relationship between Kb and Kf. Kb is called molar elevation constant. It is also known as ebullioscopy constant, while Kf is called molar freezing constant and cryoscopy constant. Clear? How they are related with each other. Clear? Now the delta Tb is directly proportional to molarity. Everybody knows about it. Means delta Tb is equals to Kb into M, where M is the molality of solution. Clear? In the same manner, when we talk about this equation considered as first, and when we talk about the delta Tf is depression and freezing point. It is also directly proportional to the molality. When we eliminate the molar proportionality sign, a constant has been introduced. Delta Tf is equals to Kf into m. That's the second equation. When we divide first equation by second equation, means delta Tb upon delta Tf, then Kb into m and Kf into m. Molality cancelled. That means delta Tb upon delta Tf equals to Kb upon Kf. Clear? Kb is a molar elevation constant while Kf is a molar freezing constant. These are the colligative property. Elevation of boiling point, depression of freezing point, osmotic pressure and lowering of vapor pressure. These are the colligative properties. While boiling point, freezing point, vapor pressure, these are not the colligative property. Clear? And these are valid for those solution and solute molecules which are not dissociated in aqueous solution. That's why these colligative property is called normal colligative property. Means osmotic pressure, lowering of vapor pressure, depression of freezing point and osmotic pressure. These are considered as normal colligative property. What do you mean by the abnormal colligative property? Abnormal colligative property is valid for those molecules whose dissociation or association takes place in aqueous solution. For example, like sodium chloride. When sodium chloride is dissolved in aqueous solution, then it gets ionized in sodium ion and chloride ion. Such type of molecule like sodium chloride, potassium chloride means ionized molecules, which is not applicable for normal colligative property. This is valid for abnormal colligative property. In next turn, I will discuss about the abnormal colligative property, which depends on those molecules whose ionization takes place, ionization or association takes place in aqueous solution.